Yo, it's Cass and Chris. We got you in the mix. Yeah. We say goodbye to the gloominess and the rain. Bright-eyed pupils when we peep the waves. Until we get sipping our local IPA. Welcome to the city built for leisure and play.
Cause we're living. Welcome back, my friends. Another edition of the Living in San Diego podcast, where we jump into everything about, you guessed it, living in San Diego. Oh, Cassie, you don't have your matching shirt on today.
I know wasn't clean, so my bad.
Well, we got a guest on today. We're gonna get to him in one sec. But if you guys are your first time here, we share our stories about San Diego, what's going on, new spots opening up, all that kind of stuff. Every probably once a month now we're doing. We got guests on, and we have Instagram. If you guys want to go follow us over there, where we post our stories of the week, we post new to do and a do, all kinds of fun stuff over there. Plus clips from this show. That's over at livinginsandiego.com. LIVIN in San Diego. So no G, we got rid of that. But we got a fun one today. And always not a real estate podcast, but if you guys ever need anything, we are real estate agents. So always like to drop it. It's our unofficial sponsor, the Living in San Diego real estate crew right here in San Diego. So anyways, this week we have Jason Farnan. How's your last name? Is that right?
You
Farnan?
nailed it, dude. Yeah.
All right. I nailed it. AKA Lieutenant Facemelter. We'll get to why his name's that. It's pretty fun. Good story. Met him a few years back. It was coming out, and we just talked about it a little bit before the show. It was right around the year the Chargers left. I was a big Charger fan, San Diego Charger fan. They left. I was in the market for a new team. My buddy Eddie, he's a Eagles fan, hooked up with this guy. So we started watching Eagles games that year. They won the Super Bowl that year, and
how do you surround yourself by that many Eagles fans so quickly?
dude, a lot of Eagles fans. I don't know.
We travel in
They
droves,
find
man.
each other, man.
Yeah, I literally did. I found Eddie walking my dog, and we were both wearing Eagles
Bring that
gear.
in a little closer. There we go.
Yeah, I found Eddie just walking my dog, and we were both in Eagles gear while he was pushing his kid around, and we just kind of did like the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
And then we started watching games together, and we had this commitment to the playoffs, and every time we won, we're like, we can't stop watching games together now, man.
It's got to do it.
Got all the way through the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that was my first Super Bowl experience with actual,
With the team winning, too.
Yeah. It was a good year.
We were happy to have him. We were offering him to like buy him jerseys and stuff like that. He's like, I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. But
He probably is now.
yeah,
he's probably
yeah,
ready.
got 2 rings now, man.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Uh-oh, it's between your legs.
You're right in the middle there.
I'll find it later. Anyways, but yeah, so Jason, he is not from San Diego. We'll get into that story. Start thinking now, because we always like to ask people some cool spots around town. So as we get into it, some beer spots, food spots, just cool things to check out. I know you got some good recommendations, but I'm gonna ask. I asked AI. I want to see how close it got to nailing kind of your. It's like a paragraph or so of your background. So, Jason Lieutenant Facemelter Farnan, is that I looked it up. Is it Irish?
Wow, I mean, I'm a mutt.
Okay.
But Farnan is definitely over on the European side.
Okay. Is here's AI. There you go. I just put in Lieutenant Facemelter. So, is a legendary figure in the U.S. and international air guitar circuit, based in San Diego, California. The 2013 U.S. National Air Guitar Champion is famous for his exuberant, furious fretwork, open mouth expressions, and Zubaz fashion choices. His championship status, a staple of the competitive scene since 2009, he has a multiple-time San Diego and Seattle regional champion and a veteran of the Air Guitar World Championship in Oulu, Finland, which we'll get into. His play consultation, alongside with his wife Lisa, he's served as an air guitar coach and consultant for theatrical productions, including regional and university adaptations of air guitar comedy Airness. And in the wild, he's known for his incredible dedication to the fringe art form. He frequently makes surprise guest appearances and curtain call shred sessions at local theater events in the San Diego region. How close did it get?
That was all AI?
Yeah.
That's like wildly accurate and a little scary. All good things though. Like,
Yeah.
And he wears purple underwear to bed.
Getting very specific. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it got pretty close.
That's incredible. Yeah. That's all very accurate.
That was just Gemini. So that was just like put in Lieutenant Facemelter on Google and it popped that out
That's
within
rad.
like 1 second. But okay, so San Diego, you've been here for quite a while now, but we'll get into air guitar, all that kind of stuff, because there's an event coming up that you guys got to check out. It's at a local brewery here in, what was the date? March 30th.
It's May, my friend.
Whatever. May 30th, whatever month we're in right now.
You're close. You had the M right. It was almost there.
May 30th of this year. We'll get into all that. But
this year, that's good too.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's right.
2024, what are we in here? Nobody knows. But a little bit of background. You're from New York, kind of want to get into that, and then how you made your way out to San Diego, because a lot of people that we work with, a lot of people just that we know, just from everywhere else, like there's very few, I guess, born and bred.
Mm-hmm.
Not too many locals out here. A lot of transplants. Sure. So anyways, yeah, get into your story a little bit, background, and how you made your way out here, and then we'll jump into making your way into air guitar world.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Where would you start?
I guess we can do the San Diego origin story.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I've been here for 20 years now. It's been a while. I grew up in Western New York, so everyone always says, "Oh, New York, huh? What part of the city?" No, 6 hours west. My friend over in Rochester, New York. Spent my whole life growing up there. Went to college there. It was just one of those odd moments where I'd been there my whole life. I needed to do something different. The job I had wasn't great. The girl I was dating that ship was sailing.
Wasn't great.
I needed to get out of that.
Yeah.
I had 2 buddies who I went to school with. One came out here to follow his wife to do some work. And then the other buddy said, "Oh, well, Mike's out here. I might as well go out there as well." And then Mike and his now wife got married out here, invited me out to the wedding. And when I came out for the wedding, my other buddy who was here said, "Oh, while you're here, you should interview for this job that I have at this company. They're hiring for a web designer." I was like, "Sure, I'll give it a shot." They offered me the job, and I was like, "Well, I did need a change. I didn't think I'd go this far away from home, but I'll give it a try. Let's live here for a year." Came out and I met my wife 4 months into moving here.
Okay. Yeah.
We didn't get married in 4 months. But,
Yeah.
We started dating, and as that became a little bit more serious, and she just kind of leveled with me, and she's like, "Look, I'm a Southern California girl. I grew up in LA, Orange County, and I want to live in San Diego. If you want this to work, I'm not going anywhere." Yeah. And I was like, "There are worse cities to be stuck in."
I agree.
So,
yeah. You weren't in Delaware or something.
Yeah.
She's saying that "Dang it, dude, now I'm stuck in Delaware."
Yeah. So I was like, and I love it here too. I had never really planned to be this far away from family, but I really do love San Diego, and Lisa and I have been together now for 20 years.
Nice.
Awesome.
When so back to New York real quick. So Rochester is that how you say it? Rochester?
Rochester. Rochester.
Rochester. There we go. So it's the eastern side. I looked it up. It's Lake Ontario is right there to the north.
Yeah, western side of the state.
Yeah. What did I say?
You said Eastern.
Dude, I'm out of it.
Chris,
It's a
Monday.
Monday.
It's
Monday,
March
dog.
2024, the eastern side of New York.
And it's close. It's pretty close to Pennsylvania, right? Is that how the Eagle connection there? Because you're not a Giants fan or anything like that.
Well, and the Bills are closer, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Bills are right there too.
By all things considered, I should be a Bills fan.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a Bills fan?
Yeah, we got a Bills fan right
As
here.
soon as the Chargers left, I had to pick a team.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I chose the Bills. We went out last year, and we actually saw Eagles-Bills in Buffalo.
What a great game that was, too.
Yeah, kind of a turd. But
Yeah,
it was so cold and wet. It didn't snow, which is what we were hoping for. It was just wet and freezing.
The classic Western New York 33 degrees.
Right, exactly right. Exactly right. Yeah, just cold enough to keep you cold and not cold enough to snow.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
that sucks.
But it was fun. It was a good game. Bills didn't have any offense until the second half. Eagles had 0 offense in the second half. So
that's our style.
Yeah.
Yeah, by all accounts, I should be a Bills fan, but I grew up in a house where my parents didn't have any allegiance to any sports teams.
Oh, okay.
My dad loved football, and I'm 8 years old. I'm like, "Dad, who's your favorite team?" He's like, "I like to root for the underdog." I was like, "They don't make underdog sweatshirts." I got kids repping the Niners, the Bills, the Steelers at school.
Yeah.
I need a team, and I don't know why. Back then. You can only get so many channels.
Yeah.
And the Eagles and the Bills are the two most played teams on our TVs. And Randall Cunningham was more exciting than Jim Kelly.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And I latched on and didn't let go.
That's
and
right.
for a very long time, was very disappointed.
I wonder. So like there must be a little bit of Eagles fandom in my past, because I know my brother growing up, for some reason he had those big starter jackets.
Oh, dude, those are the best.
We had an Eagles starter jacket. I don't know. He was rocking it when he was a kid. So he was even a fan before I was. I don't know how that worked out, but
Maybe the anti-cowboy deal. Like, everybody was Cowboy fans when I was in middle school.
yeah.
It was
Just
probably
because
like
they were winning every season.
Oh, yeah.
So but the kids that didn't like the Cowboys were
Rocking
the cooler
Eagle
ones.
gear.
Yeah.
or like the kid who like became a fan of the team because that was like the only coat left at Burlington Coat Factory.
Or that too. Yeah. Yeah. Or Sears.
was.
Your
was
mom's like, you're leaving here with a winter coat, whether you like it or not.
And now you're an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
that's
When,
awesome.
when you guys moved out here, where did you first move, and what were like the first impressions of San Diego coming from New York? Right, it was like totally
Yeah.
different worlds.
So it was funny. Like I moved here. It was like Craigslist had just become a thing.
Oh yeah.
And so like I had this job. I knew I needed to be downtown. I didn't have a car. I was moving here with 3 bags and 1 pair of shoes. And I knew I needed to live close to the office. So I found people online. I didn't, I'm dumb. I'm 24. Like I don't know what I'm doing really. And like I didn't meet any of these people face to face. There's no video calling back then.
Yeah.
And like I just knew like some guy also named Jason had to pick me up from the airport, and he was going to take me to my apartment that I'd never seen. And like it was just such a weird thing to
Yeah.
like be doing that. And my mom's like, "Are you sure? Like this is
Is
safe?"
Jason
like,
a serial killer?
yeah, like maybe. No, he just liked to steal Netflix DVDs. That was his thing.
Netflix DVDs.
Yeah, back in the see, I'm really dating myself.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. Oh,
Those
I
were
miss
the
those
days.
days.
Yeah,
Oh.
those are fun. Send it away, and then like you
Yeah.
just gotta wait. Like you got one in back order. Here you go. Is it not available? Wait in the mail for a few days for the Netflix
Yeah.
coming in.
And you had to finish movies every night. You
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
do
You
this
did.
like thing where we would fall asleep, and you had to finish it because you had to get it off the next morning.
That's right. But yeah, I moved and I stayed downtown for like, I think I was there for like 4 or 5 months. And I made one promise to myself when I moved here, just because like I was locked into like a 5-year relationship that wasn't great. And, I was, scraping by, right? Like I had my own place, but like I wasn't saving any money.
Yeah.
And I was like, didn't have like a lot of travel in me or anything. I was like, all right, when I moved to San Diego, like I had 2 rules. Rule number 1 was work the job I came out for at least 1 year, like establish myself, get something on the resume. And 2 was save nothing.
Okay, that's a good rule.
Just
I love it.
party, like just have fun, go wherever my
Yeah.
friends wanted to go, do what my friends wanted to do. And yeah, like it was just as soon as the bills were paid, it was, out to the bars, over to the beach. And like, I ended up moving to Pacific Beach.
I was gonna say the standard move to PB. You
Yep.
got to do it.
You got to do and if you're in your mid 20s, you owe it to yourself to spend at least a year in PB.
Yeah,
And yeah, it was just,
I did 10, but yeah.
I think I was there for 3.5,
Yeah.
all things said and done. But back then you could still drink on the beach.
Oh, those
so-
were the days. That was so fun.
Oh, you bought a keg, you buried it in your sand, and
Yeah.
that was your weekend.
Yep. Where were your go-to spots down there back in the day?
I lived on Cass and Emerald, so
Okay.
like I was 3 blocks from the beach, and we just walked right down Cass Street, right to the
Oh,
beach
yeah.
from there. Spent a lot of time at Cass Street Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
Bubs, back where Bubs is closed now. The original dive in PB.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's about right.
What took it over? Do we know?
I can't remember. I drove by there not too long ago, but I don't remember what I saw. But yeah, they're just focused on their downtown location.
Yeah.
Because they're not a dive anymore. I mean, they're
Yeah,
like
now it's
they're
a cool
staple.
Yeah, it's a cool spot.
Yeah, we walked by there. I went to the game, Padres game 3 weeks ago or whatever, and walked by Bubs, meeting some buddies up over there, and it was just like insanely packed. Yeah, I don't know if there
can't
was like
go
a
in.
miniature line.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was the outdoor area, and it was just like intense. A lot of people going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always shoulder to shoulder there.
Yeah. All right, so now you're living in PB, crushing it down there. Love PB, man. That was fun.
That was the most fun year of my life.
Yeah.
Like I'll just say it. Like just, again, like I'm meeting my future wife and we're spending a lot of time together. I have a huge crew of friends. I was working this terrible job too. I was working 12, 14 hours a day at a startup tech company that went nowhere. And so like every day it was just you get home and you're burned out from work, and what'd you do? You just went to the bar. And
Yeah.
like it was
Sounds
just
perfect.
Yeah. And it was
yeah.
doing that, and then again like beach on the weekend and everything, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, back when you were able to drink on the beach, there was some magical days down there for sure.
Yeah.
Digging out, like, you guys ever dig out and play like beer pong, like in the dirt, like a big hole that you dug out to protect from the wind? You know?
No.
Oh yeah.
It's like dig like a trench or
Like
something.
a trench, yeah, like a trench, you know. So you're like below. You could build up the little wall, so you're below the wind a little bit. Yeah, it was
That's
fun.
smart.
Yeah, with your keg next to you, you know, that kind of stuff. So.
It's the best, man.
All right, so PB days. Now let's get into a little bit of what's coming up right now and how you got into that. So one of the quotes was, I don't know where it was one of the articles I read. You had a few articles going on. So getting into the air guitar world, that's kind of like when I first met you and we were like hanging out and, you know, I was Jason, whatever. And then Lieutenant Facemelter came up and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then you're telling us like all these stories about how you got into it and where you went and like you've been some fun places. So your quote was, it's fun to take being silly so seriously. So like it's a fun event, but how'd you get into air guitar? I know you have a whole story going up to that as well. And then we'll follow up with kind of what's happening here in
May.
Vista.
Yeah, in Vista.
Is that the right city?
It is the right city. Yeah.
You did. You said it correctly too.
Okay.
It's in Vista. Yeah.
Did you know Poway when you moved out here? Or did
I
you
did,
call
yeah.
it Poway?
No, I called it Poway.
There's some Poways, Rancho, what's the Penasquitos? What's some of the other names?
La Jala.
La
Yeah,
Jala,
La Jala is always
that's
a good
La
one.
Jala's.
My favorite.
That's the best one. Yep.
All right, getting into air guitar. So what's the story rolling up to that? How do you even get into air guitar? We've seen it. We all know it. We've all participated in air guitar ourselves,
course.
but you brought it to the next level and going actually, we call it professional?
Oh yeah,
Professional.
We're a sport. We've
Wow.
been on ESPN, the Ocho. So
Nice.
you know, I don't know
I
if you
did
guys
watch
know
it.
this. I am an athlete. Yeah.
I love it.
Idea, yeah. So what's the story?
So yeah, when I lived in PB,
Okay.
my roommate at the time, he was another big, all these Netflix stories. He was a big Netflix DVD guy. Like
Yeah.
he'd get one every week. And he got this DVD of a movie called Air Guitar Nation. It's the documentary of the first year that US Air Guitar became a thing.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, dude, I got this movie. He goes, we're going to watch it tonight. I think you're going to love it. And so we sat down and it just documents, following two guys at the start of US Air Guitar. Well, actually, let me back up. The two guys who started US Air Guitar went to Oulu, Finland and saw the World Air Guitar Championships. And they're like, how is the US not represented here? And so they then brought US Air Guitar to the States and they filmed the whole thing. They followed two guys from New York to LA and then over to Oulu for the championship. And so like it just documents like what it's like to be at these shows, the people that you meet, the community that Finland has, and then follows these two guys who are basically competing against each other trying to get that first Air Guitar World Championship title. Great movie, great soundtrack, super fun. It's funny. You fall in love with the characters. I fell in love with just like, oh my God, this is a thing. Like this is so stupid and silly and fun. I was like, we got to go to one of these shows. And so sure enough, they came back next year and I was talking to Lisa, we were together and I was like, we got to go. And so she's like, yeah, she's like, sounds fun. So I'm looking up tickets and we're going to go to the show. I didn't realize that anyone could compete. I thought like, they have like a circuit of professionals that they contact and be like, hey, you're in the San Diego chapter this year.
Come on down.
Like I didn't know for $2 extra you could be a competitor.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so like I'm about
Wait, you had to pay?
Yeah, so you have to. US Air Guitar is what we call a no profit.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Like they gotta fund the season somehow,
Got
and
it.
like because it's actually you have to pay like a licensing fee to be a country in the World Championships.
Okay.
And so that goes all towards that. But I remember like I was about to hit the buy tickets button for the show, and I was like, I think what if I just competed? Like that sounds fun, right? She's like, I don't care. Like yeah, sure. So we went for it, and like I created this character and everything. And growing up, like playing online games, my moniker was always Sergeant Awesome. That was like all the FPS games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, and so naturally, I was like, oh, this will be my air guitar name. So I like invested like $100 worth in like this Civil War outfit and like all these like stupid accessories. I had like a helmet with a spike on it. And then like doing more research, I realized that like basically there was a guy out of San Francisco with almost the exact same name. And like he had some clout to him. Like he had won San Francisco the year before. I was like, oh dude, I'm like, I can't be like the same guy.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I was just
And this
like,
is all before you've competed once.
correct. Yeah. So like I was like, this is like a week before the show too.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, well, I'm locked into like $100 worth of military.
Yeah, you
crap.
gotta
That's
go
right,
tie
yeah.
something into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
Or it's your Halloween costume. Either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do both.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was like, all right, well, I got to keep the military motif going here. Like, what other ranks can I play with? And like, I always loved the term like, a face melting guitar solo. So like, Lieutenant Facemelter just rolled off the tongue really well, and he was born, and he never looked back.
He's
That's
been
awesome.
He's been like that ever since. So air guitar. I mean, it happens. You said San Francisco. It happens here. Is in San Diego like one of the bigger ones, or like where are all these throughout the U.S.? Right? They just kind of. Do they have like a season? Do they have like, how does it all work?
Yeah, so we have a season, usually starts around like between March and April. Like it's changed over the years, but like, way back in the day when I first got involved, like US Air Guitar like was a tour. Like they had the same group of guys who were running the show, and they were literally on a bus.
Oh, wow.
Like when 2008, they were actually sponsored by Cuervo, and like Cuervo gave them like this giant tour bus to tour
that's
around the
rad.
country. And since then, the Cuervo money has run out. But
Not for them.
yeah. But now, like, it's really they rely on local hosts to kind of put on the show. So in 2013, the old guard kind of stepped down, and they were looking to people who are veterans of the sport, like myself, or like, yeah, if you want a show this year, like, you kind of have to put it on yourself. And so I started hosting San Diego Air Guitar in 2013. And so every year they go around the country. When I say go around, it's just kind of whoever is able to put on these shows. And like we usually have somewhere between like 15 and 20 shows a year, depending on how US Air Guitar wants things organized. And in each show, they take a winner from that city, and then they get to go to wherever the national championships are held. And then if you win the national championship, you then get sent to Oulu, Finland to compete at the Air Guitar World Championships.
Oh, that's incredible.
So let's rewind it back a little bit. So you signed up for that first one.
Yeah, I want to know how the first one
Yeah,
went.
let's-
You went
let's
to the
go.
next thing, and I'm like, I want to know how the first show
I
went.
know we're jumping around.
Let's go back to the first show. So you paid the extra. How much was it to?
The extra $2.
Extra
It was like I
$2 to
paid
get
like
in there.
$12 to compete or something.
Yeah. All right. So and then you rebranded to Lieutenant Facemelter.
Yeah.
Your second name. So how'd that first show go? How was that whole experience?
It was incredible. Like first, I mean, you learn very quickly that there are people who take this very seriously. The first guy I ever met, the 6-string general, walks through the door, and he's carrying a suitcase behind him. And I was like, who's got a suitcase for this show, man? He's got all of his outfits, his props. He had a change of outfit for round 2 and like all these. I was like, holy shit, like this is way more.
This is going to cost me more than $100. Yeah.
But like it was a wild atmosphere. Like it was just so fun. The crowd was really into it. The judges were fun. They were funny. And like I thought I was just gonna do this for fun. Like by the end of the show, like I was in the second round. Like I had made the second round of competition, and I was like, I could really win this thing. And like I all of a sudden got like really hooked into it. That year I lost by 0.1.
Oh, man.
So really, really close. Came in second place and like stuck around, was talking to the organizers. I got to meet Bjorn Tarak. He was one of the Air Guitar Nation stars of the movie.
Right.
nice.
Very cool.
And the MC of the national championships and a lot of the shows that we were going to. And he's like, dude, you should fly to San Francisco. We'll make a spot for you. So like I did. I flew to San Francisco the next week. I came in third in San Francisco. And then that was it for me in 2009.
Yeah.
And so to continue on, like I was like, we're going back. Like I'm doing this again. This is so much fun. And so 2010, I took it like really seriously. Like I locked in. That year I did 4 Horsemen by Metallica was my song.
Okay.
Oh, right.
And like I meticulously edited the solo like down to like I took 4 bars from over 2 minutes of solo and just like put it into my 60-second track. Like I was, in my editing program for a long time. I was an exceptionally choreographed routine. And I won, and so like that was like really big for me. So like I won my first,
This
regional.
was in San Diego.
Regional.
Yeah, so
Okay.
in San Diego, it was at the Casbah.
Nice.
I won there, and then like when you win, like you get paid to go to the next round of competition. So like that year was in New York City. So like my wife's all excited. She's like, "Oh my god, like you're gonna go to New York? Like, can we see a Broadway show? This is gonna be so fun." And I got my first experience at nationals, where like you're meeting a lot of people like on YouTube, right? Like it's kind of like meeting professional wrestlers in a way. Like I met this guy, Mean Moline. I was like, you're way bigger in person, man. This is so cool. Like,
Love it.
I got to meet like all these guys and girls who were all part of it, and it was such a blast. And that year I came in 4th in the nationals, so I made the second round, and I was like, I was hooked. Like every year after that, I was just like, I gotta keep going back till I win this thing.
Yeah.
Like, I was super committed.
Yeah.
And like in 2013, I was lucky enough. We went up to LA where the championships were. And in 2013, I was the U.S. air guitar national champion.
Right on.
That is rad.
So you were in San Diego, won that year, and then went up to LA for the nationals.
So that year was different. So 2013 was the first year the old guard stepped down. We were responsible for running our own shows.
Okay.
They're basically like, we can do 5 shows this year as like a semifinals. If anyone else wants a show, like you have to put it on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So San Diego became a qualifier. I hosted it, and then as a host, you earned a spot into the semifinals because that was kind of like their rewards. Like, hey, if you're going to put a show on, like we'll at least give you a spot in the next round. And so I went to the semifinals. In the semis, they took the top 3. So I actually came in 2nd in the semis. And I think it's largely because I got stuck in my t-shirt trying to take my shirt off in the second round. It felt like 2 minutes went by when it was maybe 3 seconds. But when you get stuck in a t-shirt when you only have 60 seconds to perform a song, one, you look like an idiot, and then 2, I'm panicking.
Yeah,
That's right.
But I did qualify, so I qualified for the finals, and then the finals were in LA that year.
Okay, and you win that. Now where you're going? Now where do you go from national champion to? Did you get a trophy? Do you get like? Is it kind of like you get the whole celebration and all kinds of fun, or what?
So the funny thing about winning a national championship is that primarily you get the whole trip to Finland paid for. So you get flight accommodations, and when you're at Finland, they take care of all the champions like every single day. Like we're talking like lunch, dinner, outings, like like you pay for your stuff at a bar and stuff like that. But it's very well organized there, and they treat everyone with a ton of respect, and they welcome you like family.
Yeah,
it's great. But in the U.S. for many years, like you don't win any like real trophies or anything. The one exception was the year that I won, which was the surprise round 2. So we can talk more about the competition, but a little looking ahead into that. So you have round 1, you pick any song you want to do. Round 2, the top 5 people that make the second round, the judges or the organizers pick the song that you'll play to. Wow. You get to listen to it one time as a group, and then you compete in order.
Everybody's the same song.
Same song for everybody. You play 5th to 1st place.
Okay.
So the higher up you are, the more you get to hear the song, the better you hopefully can put together a routine. Well, the big surprise in 2013 was that, have you guys ever seen the show Metalocalypse?
No.
It's on Adult Swim. It's a cartoon. It's about like, a bunch of guys who play in a metal band. And
I've seen the trailer for it, or the preview for it.
Yeah. Great show. Okay. But they had this song on the show called Thunder Horse. And it was a very popular song for Guitar Hero, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And so the guy, Brendan Smalls, the guitarist who wrote Thunder Horse, they brought him on stage live.
Oh, right.
And he played the song live on a custom-made, like, acrylic aluminum guitar with LEDs in it. And it was rad. It had the U.S. air guitar emblem on it.
Oh, that's sick.
And so, like, he played the second round song live while we played air guitar to his music. And then the surprise was at the end of the show, the winner won his guitar.
Oh, awesome.
So at home, I have this guitar, like, hanging on my wall. And, like, it's got a little switch you can flick on. It turns on the red and white LEDs.
Oh, that's so cool.
And so I'm one of the very few people in US Air Guitar that actually have like a physical trophy.
Yeah,
that's right.
Everyone else is like, all right, go, you're good.
Yeah, they kick him out there. Go to Finland, have fun.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
That's
awesome.
They give him an air guitar. Like, here you go.
But you do actually win a real guitar if you win in Finland too. They make a custom flying fin guitar every year. That's what the winner walks home with.
That's rad.
Oh, that's cool.
Is that the one that in your man cave set up there? Is that the one on the wall there? Okay,
that's the one.
Nice. Good little story. Good little backstory to that. I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Cool. So so now you go to Finland. Is that like so they had it going before US started, right?
Yeah.
And is it a bigger culture there? Is it bigger? Obviously, if they have a championship, now they have the world championship. It's obviously has grown here in the United States, but it kind of originated over there.
Yeah. So fun story on the origination of air guitar championships was that it was started by a group of, I think it was college students. I'm going to say 1997. That's my first best guess. they actually did it as a project as an initiative for world peace, in saying that if everyone was holding an air guitar, that no one could hold a gun, and therefore only people would rock out and have fun and have good vibes. Then they turned that into a competition. That competition became a national thing, and then as it got popular, they started inviting other countries in. And so the culture there is definitely much bigger, and like the Finns love it. Like, I mean, they love all their weird competitions, but they especially love air guitar. And if you see these videos online, like the most common place they hold the championships is in their town square of this little town called Oulu. And like, it's just a free show, and like they put thousands of people in the square to come watch.
It's so awesome.
And so like, it's just super cool to see that many people just show up and be interested. And, you know, they take their community very seriously, just like, you know, in respect to like welcoming people in. And again, it's all about like peace and love and friendship and getting to know each other. And like, it's the most, I've never been involved in anything where you're so, you know, the winning is so secondary.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, you're there like to like meet cool people and to like, you know,
soak it in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I have so many different friends from being in this now for like 17 years, like all over the country, all over the world. We've had the Belgian champion stay at our house during his honeymoon.
Oh wow!
Because they came to the U.S. for their honeymoon, and like they finished their honeymoon like staying at our house for 3 days.
Oh, that's so cool.
And like, it's just like, yeah, it's just really that's what it's all about. Like, it's just really all about like getting to know all these people and like have all these wonderful moments.
Love it.
That's pretty rad. You have an event coming up. When's the date, Casty?
In May 30th.
Check me. Okay.
May 30th in
May
Vista.
30th.
You teased that it was at a brewery, but you haven't said which one
Yeah.
yet.
So give us the rundown on that. You're still running the San Diego shows out here. So, and we got one coming up this weekend. This will drop
2
on
weekends.
Thursday. This
2
will be on
weekends.
Thursday. So it'll be a weekend and a half that we're going to be looking at it.
Got it. Okay, so I was going to say this weekend again. I don't know if you didn't.
Next weekend, I guess.
30th of May.
Well, for the clip, do you need to say this weekend? Because it's going to be coming out.
Let's go. Okay. Let's go. This is for the clip, guys. So we got a show coming up here in San Diego. When and where is it?
It's going to be Saturday, May 30th, 7 p.m. at Booze Brothers Brewing Company in Vista. It's a free show. It's an all-ages show.
Oh, run.
So I will say, though, like, you know, air guitar shows tend to be a little bit more mature, sometimes R-rated. So while it is all ages, it may not be family-friendly. But
Maybe not your 5-year-olds.
Yeah, but I mean, we keep it pretty clean for the most part. But, you know, we have some fun and mature jokes that go on stage, and it's going to be a great time. We already have 10 competitors sign up. There are still spots available if you want to sign up and compete. All competitors get free beer from Booze Brothers. So all it takes is
Chris is in.
60 seconds and a little bit of energy, and you get free alcohol and a good time.
That's awesome.
Sounds like a good plan. And Booze Brothers is awesome. I was just there for my brother's birthday maybe a few weeks back. Good little venue. Where do you know where they set up the stage and stuff in there?
Yeah, so
Trying
they
to
have an
picture it.
outdoor patio.
Okay, right over from there.
and it's a great patio too, because the stage is in a corner, and it's like the ground is slanted up, so everyone kind of stand and see pretty good. They have an outdoor bar there. It's going to be open during the show, and yeah, it's a great time. It's a great stage too, good for a lot of moving around, for some good entertainment from the air guitarists.
Excellent.
Awesome. Love it.
So go check that out coming up May 30th. I got it that time, guys.
8 times the term.
Yeah,
Hey, come
nailing
on.
it.
Come on.
Just
I
kidding.
got a lot of notes on this thing,
know,
dude.
I
I'm
know.
looking at everything here. Come on. Okay, so back to the competition a little bit. So you got 2 rounds, right? You got your first round. Is this how they all work? Your first round, you guys get to pick. Second round, the judges pick kind of
Yep.
what the music is for going on. So going through, you said you did a little Metallica. What other songs are you jamming to? And you don't have to go to the straight song, right? Like you said, you chopped it up, kind
Yeah,
of
you can
taking
do anything.
little bars, whatever you want. Are most people doing their own versions kind of thing where you put in some work, you're clipping it down to, the parts
Best
that you
60
want?
seconds.
Or
Yeah.
are people hitting with like, oh, this is like, popular. People are they love this riff, they love this part, or kind of a mix of both?
A little bit of a mix of both.
Yeah.
I mean, for 60 seconds, you can literally edit anything you want. And so most people will take a track and they'll cut it down to the best 60 seconds of a song that tells a really good story, has a really good cut to it. So like it feels like it's all one song. We've other people, they just say, put on the first 60 seconds of this track and I'll play that. I'm like, all right, go for it.
Fair enough.
And anything you want, man. Like it really is. Like I like to say it's kind of like WWE meets karaoke meets a little bit of alcohol. It's like the costumes, the personas, right? Like people like really get into character, and like that's what makes it so fun. And everyone's different, right?
Yeah.
Like you have your metalheads, you have your glam rock. We've had people who just play folk and country music, or just like someone like played like a Lisa Loeb song one year. like it's everybody's different. They got their own shtick, and like it's all super fun to watch.
Would you say the majority is like metal or like more hard rock?
I'd say more hard rock than anything else for sure. And you get like the songs people know, like you'll hear some Scorpions or some Metallica, and then you have people who just are like the death metal, like, it's like, and like those like definitely takes like the crowd a little bit by surprise. But like sometimes those routines win. Like if they're super heavy and people are into it, like it's fun.
Circle pit starts. And
Yeah.
Oh, so what was did you have a go-to song or you switch it every time?
Every year's different.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
You should never repeat
Mix
a
it
song.
up. It's not like a live show. We're like, oh, we're going to see Jason again. He's got the Metallica.
Yeah, I'll
edit it down.
Yeah, everyone does something different every year. And like as a host, like I have an opener, like I'll do like an intro, like where I have like a little opening number. And so I like to do something different for that every year too, just because it's my time to kind of have fun and be stupid.
Have a good time.
Love it.
Cassie, what's your air guitar song? We got 1 minute. What are we doing? What?
You should have asked me before. No,
I got to spring these things on you.
I can't. I mean, I don't know. I can't think. I'm thinking Metallica. So like Inner Sandman's got like 8 different choices. A little bit slower, but still be pretty rad.
It's a good. It's a solid, very recognizable.
Yeah. I mean, you could do like a Blink-182 song, and it's just 3 chords.
Yeah.
So that I
Blink
could
songs-
probably do that.
Blink songs are tough to play for that reason.
I can imagine.
Very repetitive. Sum 41 though. Sum 41 tracks are great.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
I did a Sum 41 track in 2018. Yeah.
Oh, that's rad.
What's our song? Somebody sing it here.
Well, Fat Lip is like one of the big ones.
There we go.
Just listened to that with my 10-year-old the other day.
Yeah?
And he loved it. I was like, he's going to be the rock and roll kid for sure of the group.
What year did Sum 41 come out? Was that
It was like when we were in high school.
90s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mid 90s.
Yeah.
Late 90s.
Yeah.
All right. A little bit on so you're also graphic designer and that kind of thing. But I was bringing up the logos you sent over. Right now you're rocking the San Diego air guitar logo. It's a little riff on the Friar, the swinging Friar for the Padres, which
But he's
I love
not
that
a Padre
logo.
fan, though. I asked that right off the bat. He's not a Padre
No,
fan.
he hates the Padres.
I do not hate the Padres.
I'm just kidding.
Just a Met. I'm a Mets fan, so I mean, what do I got going for me?
So you got those logos. You got the Padre one. You got can you explain the Facemelter one a little bit and the style? I know you got it. I was reading you kind of got the style, the inspiration from the dude who did the Santa Cruz. If you guys have seen the Santa Cruz, I think it's just called the Red Dot or whatever, like their main logo. They got just, he scripted out kind of the first, not the logo first. I guess he had some help doing that too, but like the, what's it called? The words.
The words.
The text.
The text.
Yeah, the text, whatever, the
yeah.
text on there.
Yeah.
So anyway, some inspiration from that. But yeah, what's the story behind your logo?
Yeah, I mean, so I'm a graphic designer by nature. That's what I went to school for. That's what I did for a long time before becoming a user experience designer. But my heart still loves creative work, and I just so many people like have their own merch as air guitarists, right? And I was like, I gotta design something cool here. And I want something like, fun, and like when I think Facemelter, like a lot of people think like Ark of the Covenant from like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
And I was like, what if I kind of did that, but like in like a Santa Cruz skate shop style design? So like I looked up a lot of old school like Santa Cruz skate designs, and I really liked like the skeleton, like like the big like bulging eyes guys
yeah.
like come out, like, so I wanted to do that, but not so much the bulging eyes, more of a melting face, and so that was my inspiration. And I drew it up and put it into vectors, so it's got like a nice little skull design. And since I always have my go-to look for a lot of things, whether I like it or not, it's just, I open mouth scream at a lot of things, just like and so like I had that, and like gave him like the big mouth, and like gave him a mohawk, very like, again, skate shop style, and then Facemelter ring around it. So
Nice.
Yeah, so it was super cool, and it's one of my favorite logos I've done. Actually, this is still probably my favorite logo. Like,
It is pretty rad.
I love this one so
Yeah.
much. So much that like people see who don't know the old school Padres logo, they see it and they're like, "Oh, dude, I think I saw one of your air guitar shirts." I was like, "You didn't see that in Kansas City. That's probably just a Padres fan." Like it's, but it's nice that people get them mixed up.
So anybody just listening, it's the old Friars logo, probably from like '69 when they first started. It says San Diego Air Guitar, but he's like, instead of swinging the bat, he's rocking an air guitar.
Got the head back stank face.
Yeah. The other logo I had a question about. So the U.S. air guitar, right? If we go back logos, so like NBA logo is like a silhouette of Jerry West. MLB, they said maybe Harmon Killebrew, but likely just a generic ball player. You know the outline there.
Yep.
Who's the? Do we know who the logo guy, who the silhouette is from the U.S. air guitar? So it's a guitar pick with like American flag, ish logos in the back, and then obviously a guy rocking it in the front. I was like, is it you?
Oh, no way, man. I mean, this U.S. Air Guitar started, predates my involvement. That's a great trivia question, though. I wonder, if anyone listening from the air guitar community, if they know the answer to that, I'd be wildly impressed.
Because, I mean, yeah, you could just get a generic person, but if obviously somebody in the opening, when they started doing it, they're like, all right, take that silhouette, pop that on, that's our logo, right? Mm-hmm. It had to be somebody at some point.
I'll put it out there that maybe it's one of the co-founders. Like, that'd be fun if they just like took a quick picture and like a crappy digital camera. They're just like,
That's right. Yeah.
get it in the logo, call it done. It looks great though.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. And then you also do some trading cards. So I want to read some of your stats from the back of your trading cards. So real name, we already know that, Jason Farnan. Signature song, Protest the Hero from Blood Meat. I'm not familiar with that.
Blood Meat's the song, Protest the Hero's name of the band.
Okay.
That's actually,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
That is the, look it up. It's the track that I won my national championship.
Oh, rad.
Oh, rad. Okay.
Game shows lost, won. What was the game show?
I was on a show called Oh Sit, which no one here will ever know. If you have heard of it, congratulations. You watched the WB. It was Wipeout meets musical chairs.
Oh,
and
that's rad.
it was a cool concept. So like you would run around this ring of obstacles for 2 minutes while like a band played music in the background. Mm-hmm. When the music shut off, you had to then cross 3 bridges to a center ring and take a seat. And the bridges were over a 10-foot water tank. And the bridges were obstacles. So they spun and they had like things on them that made it difficult to cross. And dude, for the life of me, I could not cross that fucking bridge, man. Like I was on one of the more difficult ones. They had 2 spinning triangles, and like I swear, like one, if you've ever fallen into a 10-foot water tank and then had to swim 10 yards back and climb like a 5-foot ladder to get out to do it again, do that once and you're tired. Yeah. I did that 3 times, and by the 4th time, like I don't even think I tried anymore. I was so out of breath. And I was the first person eliminated. Oh man! I think when they interviewed me, they're like, "What happened out there?" I was like, "I have no business being here, man. Like I'm so out of shape for this." And so it was.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's good. Faces melted. Let me know if this number's gone up since this card was made. 7,603.
Oh wait, we've cracked 10K by now. Easy. This is a dated card.
Yeah, LED glasses thrown. That's one of the things that you did. You're whipping out one of your videos. Maybe it was from the finals in Finland, but you're whipping out the LED glasses, whipping them out to the crowd and stuff.
Right.
But it was 42. I'm sure you're over that number by now.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of money at Party City for one of the reasons they went out of business.
And your the little explanation on the back. So lit like a German Tron suit, the 2013 national champion continues to grow into his legendary oversized head and into all of our hearts. A master in his own right, expect a future flurry of champion mimicry, such as Nautic Blunder and Mean Melvis, to grace our stage full of awkward weirdness with a slapping splash of WTF. The Liberace of LEDs and the assassin of arpeggios. Lieutenant Facemelter is due for his next promotion as General Zuba's promoter.
That's right. I did have a lot of Zubas. They sponsored. So you guys know what Zubas are, right? Like everybody remembers the Zubas.
I looked them up. I didn't know, but we called them.
So
they're like Well, yeah, he could tell you in a sec, but they're kind of like jams. I knew
You
them as
should know,
jams.
as a Bills fan,
Yeah,
you
that's what
gotta
I'm saying.
know.
The Bills, they're rocking them now.
They're the zebra pants.
print.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yep, for
So
sure.
I wore those in 2011 and then again in 2013 when I won. And after winning, another air guitarist jokingly put out like a tweet to Zubaz. It's like, hey, like, how can I get my man some sponsorship out here? And they actually contacted me.
Oh, that's right.
And so I had like a long chat with one of the co-owners, and he thought air guitar was just hilarious. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, what do you want? I was like, well, I got my show coming up, in a couple months. Like, you want to just like throw me like a merch box? Dude, he sent me like 30 pounds of Zubaz. Like, we had like just like 40 pairs of pants, like armbands, sweatbands,
Oh, that is
t-shirts.
so rad.
And he did that for like 3 or 4 years, I think. Like, just
that's so
every show that I had. Because, like, we'd wear them. We'd give them to our competitors. We'd give them away in the crowd. And, like,
Yeah.
I was taking pictures, putting them on socials. And so, yeah, I had a Zubaz sponsorship.
That is so cool.
It goes hand in hand. Air guitar, Zubaz. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Anything else on air guitar? We got a few more things to go over, but
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about what to expect from the show or
Yeah.
any other
Yeah.
questions.
go for it.
Yeah.
What can we expect from the show?
So an air guitar show, I like to say it's the greatest show you've never seen. Again, it's got a karaoke vibe to it, right? But it is a competition. Like, as much as it is like a fun event to go to, people are competing to win. And so again, like, you're going to see like these big stage personas and these characters that people put a lot of time and effort into. Like, we're talking full cosplay and like ridiculous outfits and commitment to a bit and playing and hearing different types of songs. And really, like, like, everyone's done like this in the car, in their bedroom,
Yeah.
right? But like, if you've seen a video, and hopefully we can get a video like in a clip or something
Yeah,
like
for
that.
sure.
Like, it is that like 211, as we might say, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, really breaking out of your parents' bedroom on stage. You are an entertainer. Like, people came to be entertained, and like, it is just a wild time of watching these people pour their heart and souls into 60 seconds of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, it's the energy of someone on stage and making people laugh and having a good time, getting the vibes going. But then, like, we have judges too. They give commentary. They have to score these performances on a 4.0 to 6.0 scale.
Interesting scale there. I was thinking.
Yeah, much like old school Olympic figure skating.
Yeah, right.
But like, the judges are, again, they're encouraged to be fun and funny and like to have a good time and to, rib the competitors playfully, but also like acknowledge like the airness that they see.
Yeah.
And so, like, a lot of the fun too is in like the banter between, the judges and me as a host and the competitors on stage. And it's just like being able to see this one after another. It's a really good time. Like, we just have such a blast with it. And the brewery vibe is really cool and comfortable. People kind of come in and out. You grab a beer, you go to a patio, you see what's going on. And, it's my job as host to keep you there. Like, it's just trying to make sure that we all have a blast doing it. And yeah, man, it's my favorite event of the year. I never miss it.
And real quick, tell them when it is again.
So yeah, it's going to be Saturday, May 30th, 7 p.m. Booze Brothers Vista Brewing Company. Come on out. It's a free show. It's all ages. It's an early show. I like to tell all my parent friends are just like, oh, I don't know, man. I'm like, come on, man. This is a 7 o'clock show. You can do this.
Yeah.
You can do it, guys.
We're out by 10. I promise. You'll be asleep by 10:30.
All right. A few other things. Tell me about Randy Diablo.
Oh, Randy. Randy Diablo is my other air guitar alter ego.
Oh.
So a lot of us like to do different characters from time to time.
Yeah.
Like, when you get bored of one character, you do somebody different. And Randy was a character I had in mind probably since like 2018. I just never knew how to like bring him to the stage. Because like his whole persona was like that he's just like the guy who kind of overdoes his stay at your barbecue. Like, you're just like, yeah, Randy's here. This is going to be fun for 5 minutes.
And then we want him out.
Yeah, they're just like, I'm kind of not the vibe everyone wants 24/7.
He's somebody's uncle. Somebody's uncle.
Yeah.
Yes, he's definitely, he was inspired a lot by my Uncle Dan.
Oh, really?
Who kind of had that vibe, just like crushing beers, smoking cigs.
Oh, yeah.
And then kind of taking beers to go that weren't really his. And so in 2021, we were in COVID years, and air guitar was still trying to figure out like how we have competitions, and we had an online competition that year. And I realized, I was like, oh my God, this is like, I think I can like bring this guy out. So like, I did this whole routine where like I'm at a backyard barbecue and I'm annoying everybody, and like I'm playing cornhole and I'm trying to figure out how to win, and I'm being obnoxious about it. And I tell Alexa to play my victory song, and then like Randy Diablo like does this big stupid routine, and it ends with him throwing a cornhole in, like declaiming victory, and everyone booing and asking him to call a cab and get him out of there.
There you go, Randy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this guy's the worst. And so, but through that video and that competition, I actually ended up making the finals. And then it was that where you guys remember the 2021 summer where the vaccine hit, and all of a sudden, like, we're invincible.
Yeah,
like,
right,
this
yeah.
doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
And like, I was in Chicago for the national championships. We actually held the show live and in person. And that's when we got this deal with ESPN, and they had us on the Ocho.
Nice.
And so Randy Diablo was a national finalist on the Ocho, crushing hot dogs and spilling beers.
It's a funny clip, dude. I watched that one. You guys can go find it on YouTube. Just probably look up Randy Diablo, the Ocho or something.
Yep.
I'll put it in the show notes below too. But he comes up on stage, putting mustard on his dog, squirts it in the crowd, but it's like one of those fake ones. But he's just like, I gotcha. Throwing hot dogs out to the fans. He's got like a holster. There's just hot dogs in there,
holster?
just like, here you go, and then pulls one out. It's just the middle finger to the next guy. It's a good clip, dude. It's funny.
It's such a fun person to be, like, to just kind of be like a little bit of a dick.
Yeah. He's got,
Like,
who's on the shirt? Is it Squints?
yeah, so
Little Sandlot,
he's got a tank top of Squints from the Sandlot. And yeah, like, mullet, mustache, pit viper sunglasses.
Nice.
Like a real piece of work.
It's funny, dude.
Yeah, so he comes out every now and then, like every year or so he comes out. Last year, Facemelter had to go home early, so Randy came out and he announced the winners at the end of the show.
Sorry, guys. Got to go, but
Yeah.
Randy's taking over here. Oh, that's funny. And then another thing, we'll get final questions for air guitar or anything else we need to fill in. But back to graphic design, I just had it up here. Another claim to fame. You designed a nice little logo for the Mets, had it in their shop before he became a Dodger.
Yeah.
Edwin Diaz. Yeah, it's a really cool logo too. It's got Diaz, got a little 3-9 up there, and then kind of like not pixelated, but let's say, I don't know, how would you explain it?
I mean, it's a trumpet.
Yeah, it's a trumpet, but
Diaz, the name Diaz forms the center of the trumpet.
Oh,
It's
right.
got out from there. So for everybody who followed the Mets, or honestly, it became pretty big in baseball because like the Mets were known for doing more of a theatrical, cinematic, like camera and cinematography for their closers.
Yeah. And light
so-
shows and all that stuff.
Yeah, and it was wild, and like it was the year too where like Diaz was the best closer in baseball.
Oh, yeah.
And so like he came out to this Timmy Trumpet song, and so like the trumpet became synonymous with him and his entrance, and so I loved it so much, and I was like, dude, I want to make a shirt of this. I think it'd be really cool. I put it in the Mets subreddit, and like it blew up. People are just like, dude, I want a shirt of this. I was like, sure, and so like I put it up on like TeePublic, which I think is still there. And like had like a bunch of people buy it, and then I realized the 7-Line Army and the Mets, they run like their own merch and stuff like that. And I contacted them. I was like, hey, it's got a lot of attention from the subreddit. Like, would you guys want to have this? And he said, yeah. He's like, send it over to me. He goes, we'll get them all printed up. And then not hilariously. So Diaz signs like his contract with the Mets. I make the shirt. And like the guy reps the shirt on his podcast, like, and puts it on Instagram, stuff like that. Like the day after is when he got hurt. Out for the season, right after they just printed all the shirts.
Oh, that's brutal.
But like, he came back and stuff like
did.
that. But the cool thing about it was like, the 7-Line Army has a merch shop in Citi Field at the Mets Stadium.
Oh,
And so
rad.
I got to say like my design was like being sold at Citi.
Oh, that's
And
so
like
cool.
Mets fans could go in and like buy like my shirt there, and like I thought that was pretty cool.
That is rad. Yeah.
Little heartbroken he's a Dodger now, but I have considered changing the colors to red, white, and blue just so I can make my wife wear.
I was
one
going
of
to say your
them.
wife would probably rock one.
Yeah,
Change the Mets logo to a LA logo. And
Yep.
Wait till he's healthy.
Yeah, I know, I know, right? So I didn't. Oh God, the jinx. It's fun. There's a fun aside, a terrible fun aside. I also made a Carson Wentz shirt back during the Eagles run in the Super Bowl. I had him. It was like his signature arm style, like he was on like the old school '80s Flying Eagle logo. I made that shirt. that's when he freaking tore his MCL. Like, I was like, I'm done making shirts for players, man.
I was gonna say maybe design some Padre ones, but maybe not.
Yeah. You guys tell me who you want taken out. I'll design a shirt for you tomorrow.
Maybe make some Giants ones.
No.
He's a Giants fan, so.
Maybe Otani for sure.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Nice Otani shirt.
Just putting out bounties for cool shirts.
Yeah, that's right.
Who do you guys want next? All right. So you can go find on Instagram, you have Lieutenant Facemelter, LT Facemelter on Instagram for his personal handle. SD Air Guitar for the San Diego Air Guitar, obviously. And then US Air Guitar for the US regional, or for the US Air Guitar brand. So what else did we miss, Lieutenant?
I don't know.
So you're not competing on the 30th, right? You're
No,
the host.
MC.
It's a good question.
MC, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't compete very often anymore.
Okay.
Mostly into the hosting. I got 2 kids now. They're my priority.
Yeah, for sure.
They're my loves, my babies. They're 4 and 2, so they're fortunately not old enough to really be able to hang at the show yet. But
Yeah.
they're starting to understand a little bit about what air guitar is, which is kind of fun.
That's right.
Yeah, but just hosting. My wife will be judging, so my wife goes by Private Melter.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, she's got some good clout too. She was actually a judge at the Air Guitar World Championships in 2015.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, wow.
But she judges the San Diego show every year, and leads that panel. And so I'll have my fun little intro. If you want to catch me doing my thing, get there when it starts. Otherwise, I'm just on stage all night, just hanging out with the competitors and John with the judges and having a good time.
Excellent.
Nice, Red.
Cassie, anything else?
Yeah, I have one more
Go ahead.
question. Maybe a stupid question. Are there any other instruments that have air, like tournaments or competitions or anything, like air drums, or is it just guitar?
I mean,
and why is it just guitar?
nothing.
Because drums would be pretty rad too.
I've seen air drum competitions
Okay, there
posted
are.
for online video submissions.
Okay.
Never seen anything live. US Air Guitar is the only one I know of that's like professional air anything,
Okay.
with the exception of, and I don't think they do it anymore. There was, and maybe still is, the Air Sex Championships.
Okay.
Which, and then they're just like, "Oh, is this what's next for you?" I was like, "No, like I got to draw the line somewhere. Like I got a job I want to keep.
That's right.
Like I can I'm okay with you search my name, like air guitar comes up first, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like I'm okay with that. Like I've embraced air guitar as who I am, what I do is like my thing on the side, and I don't know if I really want air sex.
Air Sex Champion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get jobs and keep jobs that way.
Yeah,
probably.
like it's funny. I get it. Like it's fun. There's a lot of air humping on stage for air guitar. I'm guilty as charged myself, but I don't want to make it my full 60-second routine.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, Jason. Really appreciate it. Once again, go check him out May 30th, boys and girls, over at what's the brewery?
Booze Brothers Brewing Company.
I was going to say Belching Beaver. See, Booze Brothers, guys.
Booze Brothers, the Vista location.
Yeah.
They
There we
do
go.
have several, but Vista's the one with the stage.
There we go. Go check it out there. And go follow him along. I'll have all of this information, plus some of the videos and stuff we mentioned down in the show notes down below. So you guys could go check out Jason on stage. It's pretty fun. You can check out Air Guitar Championships and all that kind of stuff, as well as the Instagram handle. So thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you all next week.
Thanks,
Adios.
guys.